died and went to heaven wearing a uniform and catching bad guys.
That was all pretty simple. Of course, now, if you'd been there, I'd have had to shoot you with pepper spray. North Carolina.
Nathaniel wrote me about that shooting at the school. That sounded pretty awful. He exaggerate that?
It was bad enough.
Claire and the kids?
Well, we all survived, but it cut pretty deep. What?
Well, nothing.
No, that kind of laugh isn't about nothing. What is it?
Well, I don't want you mad at me.
Well, why would I stop now? You don't tell me what you're laughing at, I'm going to get mad at you.
I'm just thinking, there I am sitting in my cell, taking Tai Chi classes and anger management classes, and all the time I'm safer in prison than y'all are just driving around the country. You missed your turn.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. We're heading east. Supposed to be going south.
I know where I'm going. Sends a little extra.
Now, Daddy, they let me out because their prisons are too full. You believe that? Kill 2 people and get out on a technicality. But I'm taking it as a sign. I'm going to make the most of it.
You made any kind of a plan? Living arrangements? Work?
No, I didn't want to jinx anything, but when I was inside, I heard about this thing called Habitat for Humanity. They help you get a place to live.
Sounds like a good start.
Sounded like a whole lot of work to me.
And that's bad?
No. No, I'm not going to blow it. Not this time.
Glad to hear that. Especially since I already promised Daddy I wasn't going to let you. None of us will.
My name is Russell Green. Maybe you passed me and my family out on the highway. Maybe you were driving some fancy sports car or an old beat-up four-door. Maybe you had some place to be. Or maybe, like us, you're living out your dream with your house hitched up behind you and America the Beautiful up ahead. But whoever you are, you be sure to give us a wave next time you drive by. Because we're your neighbors, and we're all on the road together.
You want to come to market?
No, I think I'll just stay put. Get the pies in the oven, sit down, write some letters. If I don't get that done soon, I won't have a friend left.
Anything we can get for you while we were out?
A book of stamps. How are the guys doing with the gazebo?
No smashed thumbs yet. I told Russell that I would do it. I told him, take it easy, relax, go fishing.
When there's work to be done, he has only one speed. Fast.
Well, I don't think we're going to change him, do you?
Well, the truth be known, I'm glad you're here. All this commotion is a good thing for the house.
I'm so happy, because we're not going anywhere for a long time.
Do you remember where you were on April 19th, 1995?
Oh, honey, I'm no good at trivia.
Spring of 1995? We were still in Sugar Springs.
That's right, because we didn't come here till September 96. Come on, give us a hint.
It was a Wednesday morning. Something terrible happened.
The federal building bombing. Oklahoma City.
Oh.
168 people. And a lot of them were children.
Sweetheart, what made you think of that?
I've been watching this documentary. It's almost the 3rd anniversary. Did you do anything?
Do anything like what?
Well, on the documentary, they were showing how people went out on their porches and rang bells. So so beautiful, it made me cry.
No, sweetheart, I didn't ring a bell.
Did you, Grandma?
Neither did I.
Hattie, if we're going, I think we'd better get going.
Don't worry about that. Clean up the kitchen when I come back.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh. Definitely a gymnast.
So the deal is, I volunteer 350 hours to Habitat.
That's it?
Well, plus the 350 hours on my own place. So, you figure it out if I put in 20 hours a week.
Well, that still doesn't guarantee you a place on the list for your own house. That's a good start.
Oh, that's right.
What do you mean? You mean you can get your own house just by working on it?
Oh, well, it's not quite as simple as that. You got to pay the mortgage and all that. But all in all, it's a pretty amazing deal.
Well, what if I worked with you? We could cut your hours in half.
You'd do that?
Well, I want to work on the house, too.
Well, of course you're going to work on it. You're going to be living in it.
Can we put up a basketball hoop?
Oh, you bet. And then your Uncle Russell and Josh can come over and challenge us to a game.
What do you mean, come over? I mean, where else are they going to be?
Well, it's going to be our house, Nathaniel. It's the two of us. Because, we can't go on being a burden to your Uncle Russell and Aunt Claire forever.
Oh, now, he's no burden. He's a big pain sometimes, but he's no burden. Don't you worry about it. We're only going to be one phone call away.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything's clean. All your clothes need now is to find their way back into their drawers.
I'll do it in a minute.
The way you keep writing in that diary, I'm going to have to find a new one for your birthday.
Makes me feel better usually. I can't get that West Virginia classroom out of my head.
I know. I keep thinking about the shooting, too. And Jess. I wonder how his family's doing now.
And Kevin Neary. I still can't understand why he had to do something so horrible.
There's no excuse for violence. Ever. No matter what reason. Laundry. I was doing laundry.
Grandma.
When the Oklahoma bombing took place. I remember now, it's been driving me crazy all day. I was folding sheets and towels.
I wish I could have done something. Rung the bell like they did.
I know. I do too. Well, let's sleep on it. Maybe it's not too late.
You better do it.
Don't push.
If I don't push, he's just going to be on the road.
We like it on the road.
With a baby?
We'll be here for a little while.
I was looking forward to us, living down the street from each other.
Why is that? So you can borrow my tools?
No, so you come over and fix whatever's wrong with my house.
Oh, well, that's what I live for, Joe, to come over and fix your pipes for you.
Yeah, I can barbecue. I'll make you burgers and dogs.
So, this is the brother, huh?
That's right, Russell. It's Mike Pitt.
Hey, Mike.
What you doing?
All right.
Mike and his family are moving into that one over there.
Oh.
Yeah, if we ever get it done. Joe's been over here bragging about you. Says you know your way around a construction site.
Well, I've driven a few of them straight in my time.
Well, I never said that. I said he thought he knew what he was doing.
Oh.
Except when it comes to having babies, and then he really does. They got one in the oven, too.
Oh, when you do?
Oh, about 6 weeks. How about you?
Oh, about the same, but, I'm not going to let Anita deliver until we're moved in.
Well, you better talk to her about that.
You're going to be out of luck if TJ keeps splitting the crews on these two houses.
I know, so why don't you talk to him, Joe? You know you have the way with the big cheese.
Well, I can't help it if he likes my mama's apple pie.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
Nice to meet you. Didn't know you were that much of a gossip, Joe.
Well, I'm not a gossip. I talk about you a little bit. When I get a life, I'll talk about me.
I won't hold my breath.
Because Oklahoma City is a long way away.
We have traveled all over the country, and all of a sudden Oklahoma's too far.
You got you there, Russell.
But, Daddy, Josh is a really good driver.
So am I.
So if I were feeling better, I'd be riding shotgun.
Yeah, and if I didn't already have plans with Carla, and I didn't want to help Daddy and Uncle Joe with the Habitat house, I'd be jumping up and down to go.
Carla isn't going anywhere.
Well, neither is that house. Please, Josh, we need your help with the driving.
Let's see, Oklahoma City, Carla, Oklahoma City concert.
When can I build a Habitat house?
Next time we go.
Oh, Joe, you know they're not going to allow that. He's too young.
Well,
Talk to the foreman. He can carry nails.
I want a hammer.
Well, you're not going to hammer. He's too young.
Well, okay, I'll carry nails.
You're not going to carry nails either.
Grandma, I've seen pictures. There's nothing there anymore. Why do you want to go so badly?
Because I'd forgotten. And that's not right. What happened there, in the middle of the country, really happened to all of us.
I think they should go. I vote yes.
Look, let's just have our dinner. We can talk about this later.
I vote yes.
You're not going.
I know. 3 times more water, longer showers.
So, you're the one.
See ya.
Bye.
Let's go. I don't want to be late.
About Josh's motorcycle.
Oh, we'll talk about it later.
Claire.
Russell, you don't like it when your own medicine is played on you, do you? I don't want you riding it. Now, are you going to fight, or are you going to give in to your pregnant wife who adores you?
You're scared. You don't want to fight because you know you'd lose.
Lose?
That's right. Because I have right and logic on my side. And what do you have? Oh, yeah.
Why they're wasting all this time on me? I haven't got any money.
I was working for the accountancy, Elkins Brothers. I learned that the IRS is lost in a sea of confusion. Now, let's see. Where is the checking statement for October?
Claire?
Oh, it's another contraction.
Sit.
Oh.
Sit.
Oh. This one's a doozy. No, I'm just going to stand here for a minute.
I'm going to get Rebecca on the phone.
No, I don't want to bother. It's false labor. It's just one of those Braxton Hicks things.
Yeah, well, I don't care if it's one of those Laurel and Hardy things. They come in like special delivery. Yeah, I'd like to speak to Dr. Rebecca Dixon. Please. Oh, Father. No, it's not for me. Say that it's for Miss Claire Green. She'll understand. We're getting her.
I used to have connections. Rebecca? Yeah, another one. Pretty strong. I took a walk around the block, but it didn't help. Regular. Every 20 minutes. It starts high up. It works its way down the belly and into the back. But, Rebecca, it's way too soon. Can you drive me to the hospital?
Yeah.
I'll meet you there. All right. Thanks a lot.
I'll call Sally. Borrow her car. Nathaniel, get your aunt's shoes and purse and hurry. No, leave that.
No, we can take it with us.
No. The IRS can just put me in jail. Leave it there. Sally, I'm going to need your car.
You talk like a man who's never done a hard day's work. Sure, I work hard, but it's on and off. And sure isn't much of it to go around.
You pay your taxes,
Yeah,
and you help poor other families build these houses.
I guess, but it's only been in my wildest dreams that I've seen me and my family in a house of our own.
Isn't that what Habitat's supposed to be all about? Hand up, not a handout.
Hey, Mike, TJ wants... TJ said no.
That surprise you?
It's a kid carrying nails. What's the big deal?
If Nathaniel got hurt,
What am I going to do, Stu?
well, they can't take that chance.
Well, you better. If I'm going to have a chance with Nathaniel, I got to call the shots.
Call.
All right, then back off. Probably sounds selfish to you.
Yeah, it does, and unfair. Look, the last thing in the world I want to do is get in your way. All I'm saying is just slow up. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Russell, got a message from Erasmus? He says get over to the hospital right away. It's your wife.
Looks like your little girl wants to make an early appearance.
She's having a baby?
Claire's 3 centimeters dilated and 90% effaced. Do I have to explain?
No, I've got 2 kids. I know what you mean.
I don't.
Sit down.
I'm giving Claire drugs that will hopefully stop her contractions and other drugs to help speed up the development of your baby's lungs.
There's something wrong with her lungs.
Well, at 32 weeks, they may not be fully developed. The steroids will help the lungs mature. We've delivered babies younger than yours and seen them do great.
So then we have nothing to worry about.
I'm very optimistic.
What does that mean?
Means everything's going to be just fine.
Can I see her?
Yeah.
I'll go see Aunt Claire too.
You will. Later.
No wonder you can see forever in Oklahoma. Talk about why.
I like it.
Now, what exit do we take to the motel?
No, I want to go straight to Memorial.
Straight there. It's going to be dark soon. Besides, who's the one who's been driving? Me. I'm wasted.
Come on, Josh, you didn't come here to sit at a motel. Can't we just drive around it?
Okay. Morning's soon enough. Let's go to the motel.
Come in. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, that's okay.
How you feeling, huh?
I'm fine. I'm worried.
Well, I just talked to Rebecca. She said everything's okay.
Why is this baby in such a hurry?
Well, honey, she's heard your voice. Can't very well blame her for wanting to come on out and feel your touch, your kiss.
Does our insurance cover everything?
Yeah?
You don't know that.
I don't know that. I'll tell you what. Why don't you stop worrying about anything except you? I'll sweat the small stuff, okay? Okay?
Catch my breath and it hurts.
Probably that chili cheeseburger you had for lunch. Thing was pretty greasy.
Josh, why don't you wait for us in the car?
Come on, Grandma. I was just joking.
Well, I'm not. Get out of my sight.
Don't give me that look. I know people died here. I'm sorry. I just can't get worked up over it.
Why not? Is 3 years ancient history to you?
No, but people die all the time. I mean, we don't just get in the car and drive for 10 hours to stare at a fence.
In this case, I think we should. Look at these pictures. These poems. Here's a mother who's lost a son. There was a girl who would never feel her father's hug.
Well, why are you getting so worried?
Because this was an outrage. It was the worst attack on this country in its entire history. And you know why? Because it was against ordinary people who just earning their daily bread and taking care of their families. And they mustn't be forgotten. Not in 3 years or in 300. You see, what happened here really happened to every state in the Union. Even to Kentucky.
You folks come all the way from Kentucky?
To Green Creek.
Bowling Green, by way of North Carolina.
Oh, we're originally from North Carolina. Sugar Springs?
I know it well. I worked there a few years, security in the newspaper.
That park across the street was dedicated to my husband.
Ma'am, I know the park. I've had many a good nap there.
All of these things on the fence, where do they come from?
Everywhere, really. People come here, they get overwhelmed. And then they look around for something, anything that they can leave behind.
Saw a watch in a plastic bag down around the corner.
Did you notice the time?
No.
9:02.
Time of the bombing.
Yep. Say, where are you headed?
Here. We came to the memorial.
If you're interested, there's a small exhibit in the basement of the Murrah building, not open to the public. Seeing as how you're almost kin.
Can we go?
Yes, we'd be honored. We'll see you back at the car.
No. How come?
I hate hospitals.
It's a good place to be if you're sick.
Sometimes.
Why don't you call her?
Can't do that.
Don't know the number?
What am I going to say to her?
How are you? How's the boy? Is there anything I can do for you?
I killed her husband and her kid. Do you really think she won't shake my hand? Let alone let me help her out?
I guess the only way you're going to find an answer to that is to call her.
Not calling.
Good morning. With regard to this proceeding, basically, there are 4 elements that I have to receive information regarding.
This is a special report from 5 News.
Explosion at the downtown federal courthouse. Massive explosion. At least 2 to 3 floors have been blown away. Some shirts are hanging off of them, glass debris everywhere, fires burning in a parking lot. The entire staff of about 7 people is gone.
Stained glass windows have been blown out on the east side of the building.
Town Oklahoma City is absolutely incredible. The Alfred Murrah building is almost gone completely. Half of it has collapsed. Attack by civilians in American history.
about this tree? Our new friend from Kentucky told me it's called the survivor tree because when the bomb went off, it caught fire and burned. And of course, they thought it could never survive, so they were going to cut it down. But before they could make their decision, spring came, and Mother Nature made the decision for them. It bloomed. Of course, very little the first year, but enough to keep hope alive. It refused to give in to the worst that man could offer.
Being in that room, it's like... I feel them.
Well, you did. Sure, you did. Take that feeling with you, wherever you go. We owe it to them. And to ourselves.
Erasmus?
5 minutes more.
I don't think we have time for pot pie.
Why not?
My water broke. Hurry. Help me. My robe. Thank you. Now, you go get the car.
Yeah, I'll get the car.
That's right. Go get the car. And... All right. We'll go.
Temperature is 99.9. A lot of movement?
Normal.
Back pain?
Yeah. A lot.
You're worrying. At 34 weeks, your baby's probably 4 pounds. Pulse 90.
That normal?
It's a little fast, but we'll keep an eye on it. All the excitement's just making things exciting. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been drinking your fluids?
Mm-hmm.
Fetal monitor reads 160. Baby has tachycardia. Mom's temp's elevated. Start an IV drip with apicillin and gentamicin. Baby's breech. You're almost fully dilated and the baby's coming up like this. I'm going to have to do a C-section.
Where Russell isn't here.
He's got till I scrub up to get here. Call for an operating room.
Clara Jenkins, please call housekeeping.
C-section. So stupid. I should have known this was going to happen. She's been doing cartwheels for weeks.
Oh, no, honey, don't go blaming yourself.
Oh, I'm not blaming myself. I'm blaming her. She should sit still. She's just like her daddy.
Give her a kiss and go outside and jog for a few miles. When you get back, we'll have a surprise for you.
The kids are going to be so upset they miss this.
Well, honey, they'll get over it just as soon as they've seen her. They've held her. Kissed her little fingers. See you later.
He's a neonatologist.
Hi.
He specializes in cleaning. And this is Dr. Chernoff. She's your anesthesiologist.
Hi, Claire. Want you to take a couple of really deep breaths for me. When you wake up, you'll have your baby.
120/80, pulse 90.
to proclaim liberty to captives and freedom to prisoners, to proclaim the favorable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, to grant those who mourn in Zion, giving them a garland instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the mantle of praise instead of the spirit of fainting. So they will be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. And the rest of the verse continues and is reflected in the raising up of this memorial today. Then they will rebuild the ancient ruins, and they will raise up the former devastations, and they will repair the ruined cities, the desolations of many generations. The Scripture teaches he is near the brokenhearted. Let's now remember those 168 people. Let's ring the bell.
Mr. Green?
She okay?
She has good tone, good color, breathing a little fast.
Where they take her?
I see you.
I thought you just said she was okay.
She is. Procedure with preemies.
What about Claire? When can I see her?
She's in recovery, asleep. Oh, she'll be awake in a few hours. You can sit with her.
She's okay.
She's running a fever.
Is that normal?
Your wife could have a low-grade infection, but I don't think it's anything to worry about.
Thank you.
Thursday.
Dr. Saunders, Dr. Marvis Saunders, 3749.
Hey, you. How you feeling?
No. Ah, the wonders of modern medicine.
Yeah.
Have you seen her?
Yes.
Everything okay?
They're happy. She's a little bit under 4 pounds. Becca says she's going to have to stay in the hospital until she gets to be 5 pounds.
Can't wait to take her home and fatten her up. Have you heard from Hattie and the kids?
Yeah, they're on the way. Now listen, about the name. You still stuck on Grace?
Oh, yes. At our age, the two of us have been graced with a baby. I want to remember that forever.
You know, we can't officially name her until Mom and the kids get back. That wouldn't be democratic.
I'm not going to budge on this one. I want to see Grace.
And you will. Soon enough. But I tell you what, right now, why don't you close your eyes? Get some more sleep, okay?
Dr. Henry 8756. Dr. Henry 8756.
She's doing okay, Claire. She has her daddy's temperament. All those tubes stuck in her. Hurts me to look at her.
Well, then you just keep looking at me. And remember that Rebecca and all these doctors doing everything they can to protect our little girl.
Dr. Hellinger 4163. Dr. Hellinger 4163.
What's going on? Russell? What's happening?
Increase oxygen. I set up a tray for the splinter to apply.
White or black?
Black.
All right.
You play lots of checkers in prison?
Some. Mostly solitaire. I don't have to play that anymore, do I?
Why not?
Because I'll have you. We'll be together.
Oh.
We haven't talked about that too much, have we? Well, I want us to be under the same roof. You have a problem with that?
Kinda. Well, when I think about living with you, it makes me feel good. But when I think about leaving Uncle Russell and everybody, it makes me feel kind of bad. It's kind of weird because at the same time, the thing that makes me happy makes me sad.
Well, change is hard, even when you get to be older. But you know that getting me back doesn't mean you're going to lose your Uncle Russell or anybody else. You understand that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. What do you say?
Sure move.
What is it? Something we didn't count on.
Premature babies are susceptible to infection, and your baby has a group B strep infection. Beta strep is an organism that lives inside the mother.
Inside of me? But I'm not sick. I wasn't sick.
You can have beta strep and it can live inside you without any symptoms or effect on your health.
But it can still hurt the baby.
I won't try to minimize it. Strep B is dangerous.
How dangerous? 10%? 20?
A 50% chance of fatality.
Oh.
Premature babies are at a greater risk for this particular infection because of their small size and general condition.
We're giving her 100% oxygen and very strong antibiotics. We're going to do everything we can, Claire.
She's going to live.
I'm betting on it.
May I feed her? Hold her?
No, not yet. She's too sick. We're giving her medicine to keep her calm and to keep her blood pressure up, and then there's the feeding tubes.
Is she in pain?
She's very calm.
I'm going to go see her. I want to go see her.
Please don't move. You'll pull your stitches.
I'm going.
I've never touched her. Held her in my arms.
we saw when we participated in this year's memorial service in Oklahoma City. We must never forget what happened to our country on April 19th, 1995. If you didn't do anything to show your support then, you still can. Call toll-free 1-888-542-HOPE.
Now, stay tuned.